coming in. So as I pointed out, we're getting more details now coming in as far as the accused is concerned. We're now understanding the accused in fact has been taken for a medical checkup, and post this medical checkup the accused will be presented in front of the court. So this is the update that's coming in as far as the investigation of where things currently stand. So the update coming in for our viewers is this accused who was an OSD, who was picked up. His proximity to the Delhi government also now being questioned. He was in fact known to the minor as well. He in fact is now being taken as far as a medical checkup is concerned, and post that, as we pointed out, he in fact will be presented in front of the court as well. Let's first bring in our colleague Anshul, who's been keeping a close eye on all those developments. Anshul, good morning. Any more details that you're picking up?
So yes, the process of presenting the accused in front of the court has started. Remember, according to the law, the police has 24 hours after the arrest has been made to present the accused in front of the magistrate. So yes, the process has started. The arrest was shown around somewhere around 4 p.m. Yesterday afternoon. So the police has till 4 p.m. today to present the accused in front of the duty magistrate. Now, at this point, the police has taken him from the police station that he was lodged in, and has been taken for the regular medical checkup. And once this medical checkup is done, post that he will be presented in front of the court, where the police is likely to ask for a 14-day police custody. Because remember, taking the police custody of this accused is very necessary, because he is the primary accused, whereas the wife of this accused has been sent to judicial custody because she was not directly involved in this entire matter. In fact, section 120B was imposed against her, which means she was the person who aided and abetted the crime, and hence there was not much that the police could ask her, and hence she was sent to judicial custody. But yes, there is a lot of questions that needs to be asked to the accused at this point in time, and hence the police is going to seek for a police custody today. For how many days will that police custody be given, that depends upon the prerogative of the court. But yes, this police custody is going to be very crucial in this entire matter, because remember, whatever the police has at this point in time, they only have the statements of the victim at this point. The statements of the accused is still to be recorded. Once the police custody is granted, then the entire statement would be recorded. The story that needs to be narrated by the accused, that would be noted down, and post that police would investigate about would try to gather circumstantial evidences and other evidences which could prove either of the story true or false. Okay. So yes, the next few days, as the police is going to continue its interrogation, once they get the police custody, is going to be very crucial for to see in which direction is this case heading.
Yeah, Anshul, I agree with you, because the next few days are going to be very crucial as far as the investigation is concerned. Since you've been tracking the situation of the victim as well, that's also something that I want to understand. Yesterday, you were saying as she continues to be in a hospital, counseling is being provided to the victim as well. The update that we got yesterday also, that her statement in fact was also being recorded. Do we have any more details that are now coming to light?
So here, yes, her statement has been recorded in front of the district magistrate. Now, since 164 statement has been recorded, that will be treated as a gospel truth in front of the court, and that will be taken as a proof in the court of law. Because remember, in cases of POCSO and in cases of sexual assault, whatever the victim has to say, that is treated as the truth, because the onus of proof lies on the accused and not on the victim. So it is up to the accused to prove that he was not involved in any way or any manner. But yes, you talk about the condition of the victim. She is still very much lodged in the same psychiatric ward of the hospital, where she is continuously getting counseling. Because remember, over the last 2 years, that small little girl has not told anyone about this, and she was undergoing so much trauma over the last 2 years, and she was getting those anxiety attacks, those panic attacks. But her mother thought that since she has lost her father, this is because of that. But yes, when she finally narrated the story in front of the counselor, that came as an absolute shock to everyone. And yes, there needs to be more discussion about the kind of trauma that this girl was facing over the last 2 years, where she might be meeting the accused as well every day, every week, because they used to share the same church as well. So yes, all these things was happening in front of her eyes. She was going through so much trauma. Now finally, she has let go of that trauma. But yes, this is the first time she has spoken regarding this to anyone, and hence she is still under a lot of stress, and hence the doctors have not still advised her to leave from the hospital.
So as Anshul is pointing out, this of course is a traumatic experience for this little child, a class 12 student that we're talking about, a minor. And what is even more unfortunate is that this is somebody who she knew, saw as her uncle, as a family friend. Before I bring in Anvit also in the conversation, who's been tracking these developments for us, Anshul, I want to go back to you, and I also want to understand from you, what is the plan of action as far as organizations like the DCW are concerned? Because all of yesterday there were very strong criticism that were coming against their own action, because essentially these are bodies that are supposed to protect and safeguard the rights of women and protect children in cases like these. When they completely fall silent, then where do people go? So yesterday, yes, we did see a lot of drama by Swati Maliwal, who wanted to sit on dharna, wanted to meet the victim, but the inaction is still being questioned. What is the plan of action as far as the DCW is concerned?
Well, Swati Maliwal is still very much sitting on a dharna at the hospital, and yes, but a larger discussion needs to happen about the about all the statutory bodies, not only the DCW but also the NCW, NCPCR, DCPCR. All these statutory bodies were quiet for at least a week, because remember, the FIR was registered on the 13th of August. It is only when the media started reporting on this, all these people from the likes of Priyank Kanagunu to the likes of Swati Maliwal came and tried to meet with the victim. Why did these bodies did not have any idea that something like this has happened? The kid is under trauma. This is something that no one is ready to answer this. I asked this question to Swati Maliwal as well, but she also failed miserably in answering this question, and she diverted the entire topic towards how Delhi police is not allowing her to meet. Why did she not have any idea before the news came out in media reports? If at all the media channels would not have reported regarding the same, would the DCW have come out to help the victim? Would the DCW be sitting on a dharna in the same manner that they are sitting at right now? These are some of the questions that needs to be answered. A larger discussion needs to happen on all these aspects as well.